Before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment below saying I subscribed. We will personally reply to your comment. Thank you.
Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to look into 10 handsome guys who were hidden behind the mask of movie villains. Number 10 is Ralph Fiennes, who played the role of Lord Voldemort in Harry Potter. Ralph Fiennes almost turned down the role of Lord Voldemort in the Harry Potter films, only agreeing after his sister convinced him it was worth his while. The Brit's performance is perhaps one of the most underrated villainous turns in the Hollywood history. Everything about his take on He Who Must Not Be Named was pitch perfect, from his collarless killings of anyone pro-Muggle to his iconic laugh. Veteran film critic Emmanuel Levy once said that the endlessly versatile Ralph Fiennes gives an astonishing, multi-nuanced performance as the Dark Lord, one that should earn him a Supporting Actor Oscar nomination, he said after watching the final installment in the long-running franchise. The Academy failed to recognize Fiennes for Harry Potter, but then again, most people failed to recognize him as Voldemort, thanks to the stellar work of makeup artist Mark Coyle. Anna Classen, the former entertainment editor at Bustle, said that he made handsome British actor Ralph Fiennes look downright terrifying. Coyle recalled that we only had about 2 hours to do Ralph's makeup because of all the filming restrictions, so we had to design it around that. Voldemort's slit-like nose was created digitally, but Coyle did as much as he could do practically, making eyebrows, blockers and temporary vein tattoos for Fiennes. It worked really well, the makeup guru recalled. We covered his whole head in veins in about 10 minutes. Number 9 is Manu Bennett, who played the role of Azog, the Defiler, in the Hobbit trilogy. It didn't capture the imagination in the same way that the Lord of the Rings film did, but for Kiwi actor Manu Bennett, Peter Jackson's Hobbit trilogy changed everything. Bennett told that being from New Zealand and being chosen by Peter Jackson to play Azog, which is a pivotal bad guy, he really honored me to get a role like that and make a break as a New Zealand actor. There's nothing there, Bennett said, of the huge soundstage where he filmed his scenes. Peter Jackson is yelling at me from one side of the room that there's a giant tree in front of me and Gandalf and all of the dwarves are there. I look foolish, but I have to eliminate that and go. Now, I'm a 7-foot orc. Bennett is not quite that tall in real life, but his impressive physique has helped him land roles that don't require him to perform in a tight bodysuit with little balls all over. Most notably, he played Slade Wilson, better known as Deathstroke, in the hit DC show Arrow. Number 8 is Javier Bardem, who played the role of Armando Salazar in Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Oscar winner Javier Bardem is in his 50s now, but that hasn't made the Spanish actor any less easy on the eyes. If anything, the Skyfall stars seem to be improving with age. It just makes me laugh, the humble actor said of all the attention. Once you start to get older, you have to focus and be passionate about life day after day. He brought plenty of passion to the role of Armando Salazar in 2070's Pirates of Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, but he was far from gorgeous on screen. Bardem spent most of the fifth Pirates of Caribbean movie in makeup that made him look like a recently resurrected pirate hunter, but despite the process taking around 3 hours to complete, it clearly didn't hinder his performance. It was pretty amazing, Bardem told Collider. I think they've done a great job because the makeup didn't kill the performance. When you are surrounded by so many special effects, the fear is that you are going to survive it, but they did a great job. Number 7 is Lee Pace, who played the role of Ronan the Accuser in Guardians of Galaxy and Captain Marvel. Oklahoma-born actor Lee Pace also appeared in Peter Jackson's aforementioned Hobbit trilogy, playing Elven King Thranduil. He pretty much looks like himself when he's in the character as Thranduil, but that wasn't the case when he appeared as the main villain in 2014's Guardians of the Galaxy and 2019's Captain Marvel. The towering actor portrayed Kree Radical Ronan the Accuser in the Marvel movie, which required lots of work in the makeup chair. Pace told that it was such a privilege to be a part of that world. It's just so creative. Kevin Feige, Marvel's president, and the whole team, they just make fun movies. I mean, with big characters in them and real performances. Number 6 is Tom Fitzpatrick, who played the role as the Bride in Black from Insidious 2. If there's one evil character that embodies the Insidious series, it's the Bride in Black. The old woman, as she's referred to in the first flick, is dressed in a black wedding dress with stark white skin and dark eyes. In the latter chapters, she is revealed to be the parasitic ghost of a male serial killer who suffered years of familial abuse. If you couldn't have guessed, the man behind the bride isn't trying to steal your soul. He's actually played by an actor that used to be on a children's show. The star, Tom Fitzpatrick, had small roles in the Nickelodeon series iCarly and didn't even know what Insidious was when he booked the gig for the second and third films. In an interview with Terror Time, Fitzpatrick admitted he wasn't aware of the outlandish costume he'd be wearing when he first signed up. After the call from my manager, I may have gotten a call from wardrobe, which is standard practice, asking for my sizes, he said. Should I bring shoes? I may have asked. Oh, don't worry, I think they said. But you are just gonna be wearing pajamas. If real, the Black Bride probably wouldn't even wear pajamas considering how she haunts people's dreams. Do you need sleep if you've been dead for decades? Number 5 would be Eric Bana, who played the role of Nero in Star Trek. Australian actor Eric Bana is probably best known for starring as Bruce Banner in Ang Lee's botched attempt at bringing the Hulk to the big screen, but he's been working steadily in Hollywood ever since, often going unnoticed. Bana followed 2003's Hulk with special appearances in the historical epic Troy and Steven Spielberg's Munich. He also portrayed infamous wife killer King Henry VIII in the Arthur Boleyn Girl, but Bana's become a lot less prominent since, and his retreat from the A-list seemed to have begun with 2009's Star Trek. There was nothing wrong with his performance. In fact, some fans believe his Nero is actually the greatest Trek villain of all time. But many people didn't even know that it was him underneath the Romulan makeup. Not that he minds. Speaking to HuffPost in 2013, the Aussie said that he gets a kick out of watching the penny drop when he's talking to fans. I still get people today who just saw Star Trek and had no idea, he said. Someone just told me yesterday, "You are in Star Trek," and when it came out, I had no idea it was you. That's a huge kick out. No, I love that. The actor also told The Telegraph that he was freaking out when he first saw himself all done up as Nero, but overall, it was a worthwhile experience. It was so much fun, Bana said. By the end of the first week, it's very normal. Number 4 is Ross Marquand, who played the role of Red Skull in the Avengers Infinity War. The Red Skull that lives in the Marvel Universe isn't so scary in real life. This role is one of the most significant in 37-year-old Ross Marquand's career, but let's hope he'll manage to amuse us once again. Number 3 is David Tennant, who played the role of Bartholomew Crouch Jr. in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Bartholomew Crouch Jr. is a cruel, inadequate, and powerful wizard. His work was so brilliant. David Tennant was asked to play Kilgrave, the main antagonist in Season 1 of Netflix Jessica Jones. In real life, Tennant doesn't even look like a villain. He's a nice and exemplary family man. Number 2 is Harry Treadaway, who played the role of Brady Hartsfield in Mr. Mercedes. Even Stephen King liked Treadaway's acting. Crazy psychopath Brady Hartsfield is the perfect antagonist. We'd also like to highlight the brilliant costume designers and makeup artists who made Treadaway look completely transformed. Finally, number 1 is Bill Skarsgård, who played the role of Pennywise in It. Hiring an actor who moonlights as a model only to cover him in makeup might seem pointless, but Bill Skarsgård wasn't cast as Pennywise the Dancing Clown in the 2017 adaptation of Stephen King's It because of his good looks. The Swedish actor brought a whole new level of intensity to the character, setting his Pennywise apart from the earlier Tim Curry TV version. Getting into the right mindset for the role was difficult for Skarsgård, and he found it even harder to shake it off after the film wrapped. Skarsgård told that, "I was home, done with the movie, and I started having very strange and vivid Pennywise dreams. Every night, he came and visited. It was in shape of either me dealing with him, sort of Pennywise as a separate entity of me, and then also me as Pennywise in circumstances that I didn't even appreciate. It wasn't just Skarsgård himself who got spooked. Some of the child actors he worked with were traumatized too. Some of them were really intrigued, but some couldn't look at me, and some were shaking. This one kid started crying, he told interview. The actor admitted that the moment director Andy yelled action, he went straight into character, tears or no tears. So some of these kids got terrified and started to cry in the middle of the take and then realized, holy shit, what am I doing? What is this? This is horrible.
Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe to our channel and keep on supporting us. Have a good day.